It's hard to beat traveling the world and doing it on an adventure motorcycle these days. Probably the most crucial element is making sure your bike is up to the task. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're doing a trip, myself and another buddy, taking our adventure bike from here in Southern California, where it's a nice toasty 80+ degrees right now, all the way up to the Arctic Circle and back down and through Alaska. This was a stock KTM 1290 Super Adventure S 2019. It had about 3,000 miles on it, and it was pretty much bone stock, so I'll show a picture of it. From the maintenance perspective and just upgrades that I did to this bike to get ready for this trip, the basic maintenance is stuff that I think obviously everybody's going to do, whether it's changing the oil and the oil filter on this. Another critical area that I wanted to change out, we just did a trip out to Texas here from California. We got caught in some nasty dust storms. So changing the air filter was top of my list for those basic maintenance items. So changing the air filter underneath the tank itself, and I'll put a picture up of what my old air filter looked like. Made me think about getting these pre-dust filters here, which I installed those as well on the KTM. They look kind of cool, pre-filtering a lot of the airflow that's coming back in through here into the air box. We get out on roads like the Dempster Highway, which is known to be dusty and dirty with all the calcium chloride and stuff that they drop out there. Hopefully those will help keep the amount of dust and dirt to a minimum that makes its way back into the airbox itself. Those are some of the very basic things that I think everybody's going to be looking at: oil filter, oil change, air filters. Some of the other types of consumables that you would think of putting or replacing on this bike would be obviously things like brake pads and brake fluids. We did new pads up front and in the back, flushed the brake fluid on both of those. All right, this is what the Dempster Highway does to your brakes. Those were actually brand new brake pads when I went on this trip. Check out my other video of cleaning and restoring your bike after doing a long trip like this. Yeah, one of the other things I didn't mention on maintenance, the chain and sprockets. Mine were definitely due. My chain got to the point of just no ability to adjust it any further. The sprockets didn't look too bad, but I changed out the sprockets and the chain like you typically should together. The other good aspect of that, it really allowed me to get up into this area in the front sprocket and really clean out all the muck and everything that accumulated. Protection, crash bars. I ended up getting the lower KTM crash bar that's stock for this bike, and then I added the additional SW Motec upper portion of that as well, just so I could give it a little more protection. So hopefully that'll help from a protection perspective. I did a lot of other things like the skid plate. This had the stock skid plate on it. I did the SW Motec skid plate, which is really heavy duty and provides a lot more protection. I also installed in front of the headlight here another protection cover. Other things, radiator guard, which I installed that immediately after I got the bike. I've seen too many times on roads, especially if you're following other riders, rocks get kicked up and can punch a hole into your radiator without much effort. On these big adventure bikes, that whole area is wide open under there. The other thing that I put on here, and this I think is if you're doing the Dempster Highway or the Dalton Highway, or any of those really dusty roads, are these fork seal covers. These are Krieg. KTM I know has their own fork seal covers. They're very basic. They're just foam zip tied around that area there, preventing a lot of the dust and dirt from getting into or around those fork seals itself. And I've seen plenty of videos, and I'm sure you guys have too, of guys that are up on the Dempster. They make it to the end and notice their forks are leaking. And usually one of those little fork seal mate tools are usually good enough to get the debris out of there and stop it from leaking. But Tires are a big piece of this. Probably goes back to even just the basic maintenance section I was talking about. Having a good pair of tires. I'm running the Dunlop Trail Max Mission, which I really like these tires a lot. I ran these on the trip out to Texas and back. Had no problem. Still had a lot of life in them. That trip was maybe 3,500 miles. Still had a lot of life in the set that I used. We're going to cover about 3,000 miles on this trip before we do a tire swap, before we get up into, I think it's Whitehorse, where we'll do a tire swap, and we're going to go to a more 50-50 tire. Make sure we've got some tires a little bit more knobbier traction. I had pre-ordered with the Yukon Yamaha up there in Whitehorse a set of the Heidenau K60 Scouts.
And we went with a little more, we went with a 50-50, and they were recommending these Heidenau K60 Scouts that they had, which I'd never run them before. The front end they're considered a 50-50 tire. They recommended them, so I went with it, said, okay, I'll give them a try. And the one thing I did like about them, just from the reviews and the pictures I saw online, the front end was a much more aggressive front end, much more knobby front end than the Mission Trail Max. I think that's helped out a lot on this road.
But what I liked about them is the front looked definitely more aggressive than what is on these Trail Max Missions. And I think having a more aggressive front is going to be more confidence inspiring going down some of the sections of the Dempster Highway, particularly the last 100 kilometers or so that everybody's saying is pretty gnarly with the loose gravel. We'll find out. I've never run those tires. I'll give you my feedback on them once we put some miles on them. The other thing that I did also with the SW Motec, you can see up in here, is their what they call their Trax toolbox, and be able to stuff some tools and other elements into that particular box itself. Super excited, super nervous. I've never done a trip this long before, and to be gone away from family and friends for this period of time also. So it's definitely a unique experience for sure.